Well, no live video this morning because Facebook live video sucks. Sorry about that, guys. Steve Collins coming to you from Round Rock, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys having a great morning. I'm here with my Lova. Hey, Lova. And it's Storytime Saturday. This is a new deal that I'm going to do, Storytime Saturday, in which I'm going to tell a story that I'm hoping will inspire people to action and encouragement. So I'm in a study one night, and I'm excited because it was the day I had just paid off my first luxury car that I bought. I bought an Infiniti Q45, loved it, had paid it off, was excited about it, pumped. And as I'm minding my own business at this study, I all of a sudden have this picture in my head. Like if I was to tell ladies right now, picture a black Jimmy Choo shoe with that, just your favorite. Or if I was to tell guys, picture Angelina Jolie. You get a picture in your head. So I see this picture in my head, and yet it's like a movie that's happening in real life. And what it is it's my car parked under a light. A guy walks up, I hand him the keys, and he starts crying. And then I'm like, what the heck was that? That was crazy. I kept seeing this over and over again. This was on a Tuesday. I saw this over and over and over again that night. I couldn't even focus or concentrate on what was going on because it was so weird in my mind. So I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, Lord, you want me to give my car away? And I love what I heard, not like an audible Charlton Heston voice, but it was a defining moment for me, and it was, your car? You see, because I believe it's all his, and I just need a reminder every now and then. I'm like, that's tripping me out, kind of freaking me out, a little spooky, a little scary. So what did I do? I was working with a close buddy of mine, Ron Mersinger, my buddy Ron Mersinger. I called him up in the morning. I said, I need to meet with you, brother. Need you to pray with me. I got something that I need to pray about. So me and Ron met in the morning, and I told him, this is what I saw, so I'm going to ask you to pray this with me for confirmation. And he said, okay, what is it going to be? What do you want me to pray with you, Brother Steve? And I said, pray that I'm going to go to church, and I have to run into this guy whose picture I've seen in my head. I have to run into him randomly. And then if I run into him randomly, I'm going to say, how you doing? And if he says anything about his car or car problems, I'm going to know, give him the keys to the car. I'm hearing right. And I still remember what Brother Ron said. He said, that's kind of asking for a lot, Steve. And I said, this ain't $1,000 offering, Brother Ron. This is a car. And so we said to one another, okay. So that's what we did. We held our hands like little boys do, and we prayed and just said, Lord, if this is really you, this is what's going to happen, just like I said, right? Just like I laid out. Cue the next day, I prepared. I had filled the car full of gas. I washed it, cleaned it, vacuumed it out, got it ready to go. Angela said, you're going to go to church with us. You're going to go separately, right? I'll take the kids in the van, and then you can go in your car. So I go, and we always parked at the same spot. Always parked at the same spot all the time. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to park in that spot tonight. I'm going to park in a different spot. So I parked in a different spot, and I go in, and I don't even know what to do. I'm like, man, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Am I going to, do I walk around or something? Because I put in this prayer contingency, throwing out this fleece, for those of you who know what that means. Do I sit in my chair where I usually sit? Do I hang out? What do I do? I don't know what to do. It's just very awkward. It was like, Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. And so I just began to walk around, and then I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go sit in my chair. So I go and I sit down in my seat, and nothing happens. I don't see this person whose image I saw in my head, and nothing happens. So Angela comes in, as service is getting started after dropping the kids off at the children's thing, and she says, so Steve, did you run into the guy? I said, I haven't. And she said to me, I remember like it was yesterday, maybe it was like an Isaac. For those of you who know the story of Abraham and Isaac when he gave up his son, but then he was about to bring the knife down. The angel said, don't do it. Now I know that you love me. She goes, maybe it was an Isaac, and you were willing to do it. So cool. And I'm like, awesome, credit, boom. We get into the singing and the praise and worship and all that good stuff, and all that's happening, and it's fantastic, and it's lovely, and it's wonderful. And she says, hey, where is your tithe check? And I said, oh, I left it in the car in the glove compartment. And she goes, well, go get it. And I said, we'll just bring it Wednesday. We don't have to bring it tonight. We'll just bring it Wednesday. She goes, no, I really want you to bring it. Let's do it tonight. And I said, but service is about to start. She goes, well, just go get it real quick. So I'm like, okay. So I go out to the car to get it, right? And I'm like, I can't find my car. And I'm like, what the heck? And then I remembered, it's not where I always park. I park somewhere else. Holy cow. So then I have to go around the other side. And mind you, we're about an hour into the service that night, after singing and all that. So as I walk up to my car, there's the guy and another guy, and we meet at the back of my car randomly. Now, he'll tell you I look like I'd seen a ghost. And I say to him, hey, dude, how you doing tonight? And that's when his friend goes off. He goes, I'll tell you how we're doing tonight, man. He drives a piece of crap, dude. The whole floorboard is torn up and ripped out. I can see the freaking street, man. I had to go make my chunkless fall through the floor. And then we got stuck on the side of the road and the car wouldn't start. We couldn't get it started, so we had to wait for somebody to pull over and jump start it. And man, freaking that's why we're an hour late to church, man. And then he tells me, but I'm trusting the Lord is going to bless me with a car. And guess what Brother Collins got to do? Woo! Woo! I handed him the keys. I said, brother, here's your car. Right here. And it happened just like I saw in the vision. True story, ladies and gentlemen. True story. Is it your stuff? Is it your stuff? Are you giving away your stuff? If you think it's your stuff, well, that's your choice. Welcome to Storytime Saturday, where every Saturday, Steve will tell you a super spiritual, spectacular story of sequential significance for your success that will inspire you to be more, do more, and have more. Have a great Saturday, guys.